A man named Daniel and his mom have a hobby of collecting all sorts of valuable items, some of which are explosives that can't be obtained anywhere else. Which sounds fun at first, but after seeing the place, it will definitely give you the creeps. Even Daniel himself can't shake the strange feeling he gets from this specific dollhouse. Take a look.
Okay, so the other thing that really creeps me out, that I do not like, but I will show you guys, is in my sister's old room, or I guess still room. Dollhouse. I don't know how to explain it. The only thing I can say that has happened with it is sometimes when I walk by, or like I go, the bathroom's back there, and I walk through and I hear like tapping coming from this room. It's like
Daniel believes this odd tapping noise is coming from somewhere within the dollhouse. As a result, he has set up a security camera to watch the dollhouse at all times to see if it captures any odd occurrences, and that's when it recorded this. As you can hear, there is clearly some sort of tapping noises coming from this room. But just from this static camera footage alone, we aren't able to tell if it's coming from the dollhouse or not. However, one day when he is walking by the room, he hears something and begins to record.
Guys. Do you hear that? Those are the tapping noises I was talking about. Where is this coming from? It's like knocking at the door. Hello?
Something seems to be making knocking sounds around the dollhouse, and even knocking in threes on one of the small bathroom doors of the house, but nothing can be found that would explain this phenomenon to Daniel. Just like other situations when you shouldn't open a knocking door, when there is nobody there, especially when it's knocks in threes, it seems the same thing applies here. Because after Daniel opens the tiny door in the dollhouse, the activity from here onwards would increase exponentially, and the following day, Daniel would see something completely unnerving. As you can see, some of the figurines inside the dollhouse have begun to move on their own. After seeing this, Daniel automatically assumed that the dollhouse must be cursed and he should just get rid of it. But that's just the beginning of the intensifying activity, and it seems that it's no longer just the dollhouse, because a few nights later, Daniel would be woken up around 2:30 a.m. to something that would leave him in the depths of despair. Just leading up to 3 a.m. and knocking in threes can now be heard coming from the front door of the house, but clearly there is nobody there. This left Daniel terrified, and he stated that when he turned around, he was sure he saw the doll blink. After opening the door to knocking yet again, things would get even worse. Now everybody told Daniel to get rid of the dollhouse, but unfortunately his mom wouldn't allow it since it's an expensive set. So as a compromise, he relocates it into the garage and once again sets up his security camera to see if the noise reoccurs within the dollhouse. And of course, a few days later, this happened. As you can hear, the tapping noise has returned, but now sounds more like banging. And if you didn't notice, the doll seems to blink and move its eyes. Now, if that wasn't terrifying enough at this current point in time, Daniel would be away at work, and almost simultaneously to this event, his mom would experience something horrifying while watching TV.
This is my daughter, Lady Mary Talk.
No, everyone's going.
You as the rest of us was on Riviera, but I could choice. Yes.
I think you had
I went over to America 10 years ago to try my luck, and I've been there ever since. Yeah. It's always the Hollywood rush.
The sound of footsteps suddenly approaching from the hallway startles Daniel's mom, and as she looks around for answers, she finds none. Some viewers suggested that the doll blinking was just a mere glitch or malfunction of mechanics, which in some cases is possible. However, Daniel shows that the doll doesn't use batteries and is totally empty inside, eliminating this theory. Now, what do you think is going on here? Let me know your thoughts down below. TikTok user Creed4 was hiking on an unusual path one day when his hiking adventure was suddenly cut short after something creepy interrupted his journey. As one who hikes often, Creed has a good sense of nature, and while on his hike, the animals in the woods were very lively. That is, until all of a sudden the woods went dead silent. Not a single bird chirping could be heard. To make matters worse, he sees a rabbit completely frozen, not moving an inch, letting him get unusually close, so he starts to record.
Fucking hell. It was right there.
Strangely, the rabbit, which would usually get startled easily and run away if you approached, just stands there stationary. And just moments after, we hear a creepy voice, which sounds like that of someone suffocating, and if we listen closely, it sounds like it says, "Help me, please." Many viewers believe that the rabbit's response seems very real and that this is a legitimate skinwalker, which would explain the silence in the area. Whatever the case, I'm curious to hear your thoughts down in the comments.